সপ্তাহে আগের মতো সুরের কাহিনী শুরু দিব খালি অন দেখাইতেছে সিনেমাটা
এই পার্টটা দেখে আমার লিটারালি মাথা ঘোরা শুরু করে কারণ আমেরিকার যে ফেডারেল রিজার্ভ ব্যাংক আসলে প্রাইভেট একটা সেন্ট্রাল ব্যাংক কিভাবে প্রাইভেট ব্যাংক হতে পারে
যারা যেমন দিনমজুর তারা দেওয়া কষ্টে চলতেছে সব জিনিসের দর বাড়ায় দিচ্ছে
সাপ্লাই কন্ট্রোল আর আমাদের দেশের ফরেন রিজার্ভ কিন্তু আমাদের তাদের কিন্তু দেশের ইকোনমিক এফেক্টেড হয়
Because you know, once you get that chicken dinner rolling, it's going to really, really help for that overall mental factor here as it goes on. Oh, by the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the fan vote leaderboard. So it looks like S2G is going to be ranked first so far. What do you think about that, Glitter?
I like it. Okay. You know, this is probably going to change up throughout PMGC. But this, I was going to say, what I like is that we're getting some different options here, dude. The fans know what's up, okay?
They got some knowledge that maybe we don't know here, Seven, as we go in here. The next, that's what I love about it, man. You know, everybody that's in the chat, you know, get back yourselves here all the back, because I know you guys are 100% right when it comes to predicting. 100% right, right, Seven?
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that.
They're in the present.
We'll definitely go with that.
They are in the present. That is correct. That is correct. So we got a lot to talk about as always there. You know, it's good to see that we didn't have that, you know, that hot dropping Gatka that we saw yesterday, but we saw another one here today off the rip, and man, so pretty good shots with that pistol, but it didn't look like it was strong enough, right?
Yeah, it really wasn't strong enough. You're talking about the USG versus Shooter Alliance. It totally USG donuts. I'm pretty sure they're going to be rethinking that in the future too. But the overall ranking, I mean, HBVP continuing with that performance, now building up a 20-point lead. Alpha 7 being able to actually jump up to that second place. And what's actually even more impressive is that Damwon being able to jump up all the way to third place, if I'm not mistaken. I think this team was in 10th place. That's a great jump up.
That's massive, actually, especially when you consider how close the points are right now. You can see that it's a very, very tight race. Second page here, lots of other teams dropping down a little bit, but not separated by a whole lot. And I think we're going to start seeing this is the fact that any strong performance out of these teams can completely just skyrocket them up these ranking shoots.
Yeah, absolutely. I think these teams know, though, they know this position that they're in. And I think that these teams here on the second page at the bottom are thinking it's chicken dinner time, because once these squads are so powerful, if they start getting a lead at the top, they're keeping it. They are not going to lose it. So I think now's the time to really just catch up with a really hefty chicken dinner and bounce up like we saw Power do yesterday. What do you think about that, sir?
I definitely have to agree with you. And I mean, with some of the other teams, I'm going to be looking at Knights. They actually didn't have one of the best performances yesterday when it came to playing Miramar. I'm hoping that's going to be able to change. You can see there, especially on the drops, they kept landing very close, very, very close with Vampire Esports, and they kept pretty much conceding it towards the end. And I think on the second Miramar, it actually ended up backfiring because they lost 2 players super early on. I wonder if the team is going to be switching it up here today. I'm hoping that they do because of the position that they're currently on, Glitter. If you're going to be where you are at and pretty much going to be sent home if it was to end today, play it a little bit safer, Knights.
I like that. I like that, Kala. It's something that we know they're capable of doing, too. It's just whether or not they're going to be willing to adjust to that playstyle.
Yeah. You know, I don't think it's a bad idea, especially when it comes to dropping Picado. They're right in the middle of Sin City. You know, I think they're really hoping that first circle drops in that area so they can kind of just hold that 5-stack and just chill throughout the match. But, you know, I think them leaving off a little early and just trying to play it safe in the early game is definitely not a bad idea. Let's take a look here at the teams to watch here for this Miramar match coming up. 7, I see you got, both of y'all got Alpha 7 listed there, and I don't think that that's a bad decision by far. What do you think about that, huh?
It's great minds think alike. Look at that. We got Alpha 7. We got Nova 2. You know what? I'll talk about Alpha 7. They won their only game yesterday in Miramar. And I want to see if they're going to be able to continue with those performances. This team is known for being able to perform really well when it comes to Miramar. They have great rotations, crazy rotations that we're not used to seeing. And I love to see that out of them. What you got in regards to Nova?
Listen, Nova was another one of those teams that performed well on Miramar. Second game out the gate. They had a slow start on the first match yesterday as well. Maybe it's just a little bit of a repeat pattern for Nova. I don't know, but I'm also on that damn one train right now, okay? Because Miramar were the best matches, period, for them yesterday, and they just had an insane start to the day. Now, if this is going to be their best map, that could be huge.
Yeah, for me, another one. Hold on, Jukes.
Now, go ahead.
Godlike Stalwart. I mean, they actually didn't perform in Erangel, and I was expecting them to actually continue to perform really well here in Erangel. They had to switch it up. Yesterday, they were the first team that got eliminated out of Miramar. I feel like this is going to be a big turning point for this team. A lot of teams actually expect a lot out of this team. Come on, show us what you're capable of.
And I think now's the time. Day 2, I think, is a really